back to the belted Galloway Homestead. Hey, we got our garden tilled. It's looking good. A little windy out here, so I apologize for that. It's going to be raining tomorrow, so I need to spread this out a little bit. But I put some of that great belting manure in here. Had the guy come out and till the garden. Man, he does a great job. Gets down deep, and nothing like that Minnesota black soil to make a good garden. So we do our garden a little different here. We cover it all with landscape fabric, keeps the weeds down, gets the soil temperature up, and also keeps the moisture in. So I'll be taking you through that while we get the garden here together, but just wanted to give you a quick glance of it after it's freshly tilled, and then we'll go into the next stage. All right, I got it all leveled out here. We're supposed to get a rain tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure I had this smoothed out, get her all prepared nice. So I got it all flattened out. The tiller mixed the manure up in there real nice, and boy, the garden's gonna look really good this year. So like I said, I'm going to take you through the process of covering the whole entire garden with landscape fabric, and we found it works out really good. Keeps the weeds down and creates a low maintenance garden. Over here we got our onion bed. We fill this entirely with onion sets and grow it. I got some preen in there, and I filled it up with some black dirt and some of that compost belting manure, and boy, that's looking good and ready to go. So I just got to get me some onion sets now and get them in there, and we'll be good to go. And over there we got our bed for raspberries. We got raspberries going to be coming up over there, so we'll probably show a shot of that later as this garden goes on a little further with the springs coming up. All right, I got the soaker hose grid in place. Over time experience, I split it up into two grids, so I got four of these runs with the soaker hose. I put quick disconnects in the center of them, and then over here I got another one. This is where I plant my larger stuff, watermelons and squash and such, so they're further apart. And then there's another quick disconnect to put caps over them to keep the dirt out and debris out. And I don't want to be filling up my soaker hose with debris and preventing that from working. So yep, got that in place, got it pinned down. We've been using this Miracle Grow soaker system. Seems to be working pretty good. You can build your own soaker grid. Lay the hoses out how far you want, how far apart. Got tees in there, make tees and such, and then we got a bucket of these staples to hold stuff down. So next is going to be the black fabric. Call it landscape fabric, I guess. You could put it underneath wood chips, keep weeds down in that. I put this on here and does a good job with the weeds. So that'd be the next step. I'll be back. Well, here's the product I'm using to cover the garden. I've used some different stuff, so it's not the most heavy-duty stuff. Lets the water pass through, but it's not the cheapest stuff either. Found that stuff can deteriorate, but just thought I'd show you what I was using. Seems to work pretty good and last all summer. Sometimes the sun will get it and it will deteriorate a little bit, but it does the job. Keeps the weeds out, moisture in. All right, the garden's coming along here. I got the first two rows of landscape fabric down, pinning it down, and also, if you noticed, I put in these red marker flags from some work I had done. I kept them handy just for marking stuff out. So as I put this fabric down, I mark where the irrigation lines are. So that's where we'll end up planting our plants. We straddle that irrigation line, that soaker hose, as we put our plants out, so they get watered properly. So I got the 2 first rows done, and I'll continue on across the garden and get it all complete. All right, we're getting there slowly, getting it covered. We're better than halfway so far. Getting our irrigation lines marked, going across, and we'll be done here soon. Keep going. Okay, well, here's the finished product. A little windy out here right now. Hopefully it's not too bad. And you can see here I got that fabric all the way across the garden. Got the flags in there marking where the soaker hoses or irrigation lines are. And this really does work well for keeping the weeds down, keeping the moisture in. There's a little work up front, a little bit of cost for the fabric, but I don't like pulling weeds throughout the growing season on the garden, so I find it beneficial. You can almost plant your plants and not do too much maintenance, other than keeping them watered and keeping the plants tended to. Not a lot of weeds. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and this gives you some ideas. If you got some, please leave your comments.